Thank you very much. Their Grace Amarachi, I'd like to observe every other protocol. Because Anna Mekele didn't organize this forum for the wisdom. Anna Mekele, my fellow contestants, for accepting to appear before God Almighty. He also thanked the participants who are sweating here for the interest of our state Imo. I do believe that when all of us live here, we'll become agents of change and be able to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Because God says so, I am there use certain words interchangeably. I am now say, ladies and gentlemen, I am now Papa Onye Shai aha. Because onye chiri ko chiri ya zere. Ekelele m di nke kwuru okwu tupu enye m microphone igwe eji ekwu okwu. But let me first of all thank Amarachi for maintaining the Clean and Green initiative in this particular arena. Pure water, our number, Odia Hane, Madame Ne Peak here, pure water, Dodrege. I mega Tukubuga. Because Oga de Kaya Burago, Oga de Kuno, or the Kaya Burago, Igolaya Kepe, Yadekoya Koto, Gigolaya Kani, Yadekoya Koto. Because Iem Bereba, we Yondimo, Biko. Nandimo uranya jikejele heno na apa. Close your ranks. I mean, walk up from the same page for the development of our fatherland. Let us avoid peer rivalry, peer jealousy, ambition that are indescribable. If you have programs that are very good, offer it to the government until you're able to take over from him, so that we don't keep wasting time. When I took over here in May 2007 to make sure a committee, we cannot solve all the problems in one day. This is true. People are extremely very hungry. Our people have suffered a lot. Education has collapsed for a very long time because the military took over. All these things are facts. Gentlemen, when we came in 2007, votes. That is the question. Ikedi Ohakim to your vote today. How will my party, the PDP, assist this program today, assist the wishes of our country, Nigeria? That vote will count and there will be no rigging in the next dispensation. Of all the problems enunciated about voting and rigging in this country, I have contested various elections. Some rigged out, some I failed. I have only won one election, which is the 2007 governorship election. In 2003, governorship election was conducted in this state. Because no matter who you come here or who brought you here, I believe that the best thing you can do is to listen to each every one of us. For you to make up your mind whether you have been brainwashed or hypnotized. Thank you very much. In this forum, all of us are coming under one umbrella. It is no more a situation where Your Grace, if the organizers cannot allow me to speak, I think I'll get down and go home.
It's not the organizers.
Please.
The organizers are with you here. How do you know what happened?
We shall continue the good work we are doing for this state. What are the good work we are doing? We are laying a solid foundation. Anybody can say anything. You cannot build any house without foundation. Foundation in the area of legislature. Getting the legislature to work and legislation for them to work. Foundation in local government reform. Political reform. Community reform. In 2007, when we launched the Clean and Green Initiative on 10th of August, we removed nearly 100 metric tons of refuse from the streets of Owerri. We came in here without any single master plan for Olu Township. I want to be challenged. No single development plan or master plan for the whole of Okigwe. I want to be challenged. We came in here, all our performing schools had already gone. Government has taken over schools from the missionaries, thereby bringing down the standard of education. Governments came and go. Governments came and go. Nobody thought it right to hand over these schools back to the original owners. We took the bull by the horn. With courage and perseverance, we were able to do that which people thought is impossible. We handed over schools to the missionaries. Not only handing schools to the missionaries, we undertook to continue to pay the salary of the teachers.
Get on to.
We are laying the foundation. When we talk about free education, it is given that with universal basic education, every citizen of Imo State is expected to go to school free. Primary school and secondary school. That the standard of education is falling today is not because people are paying school fees. When the standard of education was very high in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, was education free? The answer is no. It does not mean that the son of a poor man must continue to pay school fees. We must be able to design ways of paying school fees. In tertiary education, there is no country in the world, apart from France, that is doing free tertiary education. Britain has increased their education fee by 100%. Australia started it and ended their own in 1988. Country in free education. Total free education is not done in any part of the world. Even the missionaries that brought us up never offered us absolute free education. They offered selective education, they offered bursaries, they offered students loan, they offered us scholarship. We have revived and put up a new law to rebrand the scholarship board. Growing, having cathedrals, the schools are going down because government decided to take up schools what they cannot handle. We must bring up the standard of education. Most of us here drive 2 or 3 cars. The primary school in your village requires only 10,000 naira or repair the roof. You will not do it. Everybody must for government. Our responsibility as citizens is that we must know our duty. As your governor and your servant, what we have come here today is like an interview for the job to come. Are you going to consider a man who has set up a program, built a foundation to continue to lay the building block? Or are you going to start a fresh experiment with somebody you do not know?
Order.
Now, I just want to know whether the bell rang for me because my 10 minutes just started and somebody rang the bell.
No.
We have brought 41 executive bills as a governor to the House of Assembly for good governance of this state. In the area of good governance, we have introduced local government reform, and we had conducted the election on 7th of August. Nobody was killed. There was no riot in this state, and people voted and was voted for.
Tony Jesus.
Start by posing questions. I want to conclude by saying question. Ohakim has borrowed 100 billion. What Ohakim has borrowed, children yet unborn will not be able to pay. I want to tell you that Ohakim has borrowed no money, and this is the truth. Ohakim has only taken 18.5 billion naira bond to invest in a project which, like a CDC candidate said, we will offload. We don't owe any bank. This government is not owing any bank. Bankers are here. If you say Ohakim has overborrowed, don't make it a political statement in Lagos. Come to this arena. Tell me that this is the bank, this is the amount we borrowed, this is the time we borrowed it, and you bring evidence to prove it. Ohakim is a man who flogs reverend fathers. Now, a governorship candidate went to Enugu and printed 1 million CDs, which they are distributing to everybody in all parts of the country. Last week, somebody went to Haji, and the only criteria he wants people to vote for him is that he came out to fight the man who has been mixing politics with the church. Another question I need to ask, if we say the more people are poor, extremely poor, and we want to address it, tell us how and where you raise the resources. We have 717,000 students in Imo State. If you take average of 300,000 for the education of one student per annum, the average annual income, if you click internet, Ministry of Finance, the average annual income of Imo State is 32 billion. And the average salary of people in Imo State is 26 billion. I want you to tell us how you will raise the resources. You have to tell us. But I have a better solution. The better solution is that we must all partner. The better solution is that we get value for every kobo we have invested in Imo. We are tearing roads from every hamlet. Ohakim has done nothing. He has done no roads. Any road Ohakim said he has done is done by a previous government. I want to tell you that you give me vote because we are doing good things. We have a revolution in education. Three important qualities of a leader. Even in developed countries, Malaysia, Indonesia, and all that. One, there must be continuity. Two, the leader must have courage. Three, there must be perseverance. And I possess all that.
Okay.
And the political reform in this state, so by the time I finish as Okigwe's son, and Mark take over power. Thank you very much.
Onye nke asaa ararume